So let me tell y'all, I have found a thriller, maybe a thriller author that I am now currently obsessed with. I am 2 books into this author. The first book I read by this author, it is The Wife Before, and I am talking about the lovely Shanora Williams. It took me a week to read this book. I've recently become obsessed with thrillers, okay? I enjoy a nice thriller read. It's something about the suspense that it just keeps me there. And I've been listening to a lot of different suggestions from Book Talk on different thriller reads, and it is very predictable. I am able to say, oh, it was the daddy, oh, it was the neighbor, oh, it was the husband. But this book led me astray. And I will say where I've been going wrong with now being in depth in the thriller genre is you thriller girlies are a tough critique. And I think I've been missing out on some books because I've been reading the reviews, and the reviews have been like, oh, it's predictable. I knew this, I knew that. And I read the reviews that y'all had for this book, and y'all are lying. It was not predictable. Or I'm that clueless. So I went one of 3 ways, okay? Not to give too much. My first thought was Melanie set this up herself, okay? That was a legit thought. Finding out she had a twin, they had the same DNA, right? Then I was like, well, maybe we'll get to the end of the book and find out it was Roland, and because the current wife was so nosy, maybe she set herself up. Or possibly you just found out, like, because we were reading her journal, she lived such a double life that it was kind of like self-sabotage. So I was shooketh when I got to the end and found out who it was. I guess I just saw them as an innocent bystander that was added to the story, but I felt Roland moved weird anyway. And so here's my one grievance that nobody mentioned in the book. Oftentimes when I read books and or I listen to books, I try to, not listen, because the audible voice kind of sets the picture for you, and that's one downfall about audibles. But when you read a book, you can create the characters and their voices like inside your head. And so these characters, I could not, judge me when I say this, I could not establish their ethnicity. Okay, so hear me out. So Roland was given like Indian, Caucasian vibes, and Melanie obviously likes she like a little chocolate, because a lot of her exes were described as chocolate men. But then I started to picture her as maybe she was Caucasian or maybe she was Indian as well. But I didn't see any of these characters as Black people. And I don't know if that's me or the way it was written, or maybe some of the moves they made. I was like, nah, that's not a Black person. A Black person don't do that. That's just me though, okay? Judge if you may. Judge if you may. But other than the thriller aspect, the suspense aspect, I enjoyed this book. Like, I am so nosy that I was so invested in this girl's diaries. I just wanted to know what they said. What was the girl snitching on? I mean, who leaves the diaries like that? It had to be something juicy. So to kick off 2025 with a bang, The Wife Before. If you are a thriller girly and you have not checked out this author, please do. I did mention that I am currently listening to another book by this author, and it's called The Other Mistress. I'm listening to it on Audible right now. I have 3 hours out for this book being finished, okay? I just got the book on Sunday, okay? It is a 12 to 13 hour listen, and I am almost there. That should let you know. So I have found a new obsession, a new author. Please check her out.